A 73-year-old woman was stopped at the gate last month. Not by TSA. Not for her luggage. But by the airline itself. They asked her questions about her health, her medications, and her ability to sit for hours. She answered honestly, and they denied her boarding. No refund. No explanation beyond airline safety policy. This is happening right now at airports across the world, and if you're over 70, you need to know what's really going on. Welcome. Something is shifting in the aviation industry, and it's targeting passengers over 70. Airlines are implementing what they call fit-to-fly assessments, unofficial evaluations that can determine whether you're allowed to board. These aren't written in your ticket terms. They're not advertised on websites. But they're happening every single day. I've investigated airline policies from 15 major carriers, reviewed internal training documents, and spoken with gate agents who've been instructed on how to identify at-risk passengers. What I found raises serious questions about age discrimination and passenger rights. Today, I'm revealing the 7 things airlines are looking for when they assess whether you're fit to fly. Stay until the end, because number 7 is something you do every day that could get you flagged. Let's start with what's really happening at airport gates. Secret number 1. Airlines are secretly profiling passengers at the gate, and age is the primary trigger. Here's what most travelers don't realize: gate agents are trained to conduct visual assessments of passengers before boarding. For passengers over 70, this scrutiny intensifies dramatically. What gate agents are instructed to look for. Internal training documents from 3 major airlines reveal specific observation criteria. Does the passenger walk unsteadily? Do they appear confused about gate locations or boarding procedures? Are they traveling alone? Do they ask repetitive questions? Do they show signs of breathlessness after walking to the gate? Are they visibly anxious or distressed? Why this is happening now? Airlines faced massive costs in 2024 to 2025. Medical diversions increased 41%. 70% involved passengers over 65. Average diversion cost, $600,000. Legal liability from in-flight medical emergencies, tens of millions in settlements. The economic calculation is simple: it's cheaper to deny boarding to potentially at-risk passengers than to deal with mid-flight emergencies. But here's what's disturbing: there are no standardized criteria. No medical training required for gate agents making these assessments. It's entirely subjective. Real case: a 71-year-old retired teacher was walking to her gate at Dallas-Fort Worth. She was slightly out of breath, the gate was far, and she'd walked quickly to avoid being late. A gate agent observed her heavy breathing. During boarding, the agent pulled her aside and asked, "Are you feeling okay? Do you think you can handle this flight?" Flustered and embarrassed, she hesitated. The agent decided she didn't seem confident about her fitness and denied boarding, citing passenger safety concerns. What you need to understand: your behavior at the gate is being evaluated. And if you're over 70, the standards are different. But visual observation isn't the only way airlines are assessing fitness. The next method is far. Secret number 2. The casual conversation that's actually a medical screening. Gate agents are now trained in something called conversational assessment. It sounds friendly. It's actually a screening tool. How it works: a gate agent approaches you and starts a casual conversation. "How are you feeling today? That's a long flight, are you prepared for it? Do you need any special assistance? Are you traveling for something fun or stressful?" What they're really doing: they're evaluating your cognitive clarity: do you answer coherently? Your orientation: do you know where you're going and why? Your physical state: do you mention feeling unwell? Your confidence: do you seem worried about managing the flight? The trap: many older passengers, being polite and honest, will mention, "Oh, I'm a little tired, it's been a long day. I'm worried about the flight, I've never flown this far. My knees are bothering me today. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. These statements can be documented as passenger expressed health concerns or passenger indicated anxiety about flight duration. This documentation can be used to justify denied boarding. Real case, a 76-year-old man was flying to see his daughter. A gate agent asked how he was feeling. He mentioned he'd been up since 4 a.m. and was tired. He also mentioned he was flying to help care for his grandchildren and was a bit nervous about that responsibility. The agent noted. Passenger reports fatigue and expressed anxiety about travel purpose. He was pulled aside for additional questioning and asked if he'd recently seen a doctor. He had, for a routine checkup. The agent requested documentation. He didn't have it. He missed his flight. What you need to know: be careful what you volunteer in conversations at the gate. Answer positively and briefly. I'm feeling fine, thank you is always the right answer. But these conversational assessments are just the beginning. Airlines have another tool that's even hard. Secret number 3. Your booking history is being analyzed for risk factors. This is where it gets really invasive. Airlines are using data analytics to identify passengers who might pose medical risks before they ever arrive at the airport. What's being tracked? When you book a ticket, especially if you're over 70, airline systems flag certain data points. Travel pattern analysis. Is this your first long-haul flight in many years? Did you book last minute? Could indicate emergency/stress. Are you flying alone when you historically flew with companions? Did you request wheelchair assistance for the first time? Have you called customer service multiple times with questions about the flight? Previous flight data. Did you request medical assistance on a previous flight? Were you involved in any incident reports? Did you cancel flights at the last minute? Potential health issues? Booking behavior indicators. Did you purchase trip insurance with medical coverage? Did you add extra legroom seats? Mobility concerns? Did you request special meals, dietary restrictions related to health conditions? Why this is concerning? All of these data points are perfectly normal behaviors. But airlines' algorithms are flagging them as potential risk indicators. How this affects you? If your profile triggers certain flags, your booking might be marked for gate agent notification. This means the gate agent receives a discreet alert when scanning your boarding pass. They're instructed to conduct additional observation. You may be pulled aside for questioning. You could be asked for medical documentation on the spot. Real case, a 74-year-old woman booked a flight to London. She called the airline 3 times before her trip, once to confirm her wheelchair assistance, once to ask about meal options, and once to verify baggage allowance. She'd also requested an aisle seat for easier bathroom access. Her profile was flagged as potential mobility/health concerns. Recommend gate.